If you guys have been following me on Instagram, you will know that I have embraced getting a spray tan. Yes, 10 years later, I am back on board. I recently found this product called TAN-LUXE, and I have never looked back. I'm here with Alexandra DeMarquis, and she literally is the end-all, be-all of a spray tan. She's gonna give her tips, she's gonna give her tricks, she's gonna tell you everything about how to get the perfect spray tan. We've had so many people ask us questions about you and how you do it and what products do you use. So we did an Instagram poll and a social media poll on the questions that I'm about to ask. So this is some coming from me and some coming from my followers. I think what I want to know is, what is the best exfoliators for spray tans?
My favorite is to dry brush, or I like to mix olive oil with brown sugar, and I literally keep a little mix in a mason jar in my shower, and I exfoliate my body that way. And I do it a day before, that way all of the oil residue will be off of my body before I get my spray tan.
And when she says dry brush, she literally means take the skin off your body and scrub as hard as you can, dry, not wet. And she makes you get into like every crevice because I will say, and she can attest to all the time that she's been doing it, it just makes your tan more even, it makes it smoother.
Yes.
And it lasts longer because it kind of
exfoliating is probably the most important step of all tanning.
So brown sugar, olive oil, and get at it.
Yes.
Right? Okay. Next question, why do you like TAN-LUXE opposed to other products?
Because there's no guide color. That sold like
Dye color
sealed the deal
is,
for me.
Exactly. Dye color is when, see how clear this is? She does this and she puts it on, and when you put it on yourself, if you use these products.
She asked me one day, she's like, should I turn the light on? I was like, well, I can't see either way, so.
There's no color in the product, so it develops over time. Like we do it normally at night. I put on sweatpants and a t-shirt.
And most guide colors are just for application process, or it's a mental thing. People want to see they instantly got tan. With TAN-LUXE, it develops within with about 4 hours, and then 6 to 8 hours, you see your true color. Okay,
so how do you refrain from getting streaky hands or feet? This is my question because I want you guys to know she is an animal when it comes to your hand and your feet. Okay, give them the tips.
So I like to put lotion all over my hands. It's gonna create a barrier because it's known to be a drier area that will grab the product more. I will put extra lotion around my wrist, and anytime I have fake nails, I will also put it all over my nails too, just to protect.
I don't have fake nails, and you make me do the lotion.
Oh yeah, that's just a step I do.
Well, tell them the step.
Yeah, regardless. I apply it all over their nails, all over their hands and their wrists. I will wipe everywhere afterwards, and then I will buff it out with a makeup brush to blend the hands. My also favorite product to use it at home is the self-tanning water, because you can spray it all over your hands and it's a fine mist, as opposed to using a mitt, because a lot of times when people get a really dark hand, they use the mitt and just too much product got all over it.
So what are your tips for a beginner tanner? I was a beginner tanner.
Less is more. So start off with a lighter tan, whether you're getting a spray tan or you're applying a self tanner or you're applying the body drops, because for some people it's such a shock if they are just instantly multiple shades darker than their natural skin tone. So less is more. See what your body can handle, and then you can go more to a medium dark tan as time goes on.
And so with the drop, so one drop is one darker shade. No, two drops.
Every 2 drops is a shade darker than your natural skin tone.
And so you have body drops.
So think of it as, do you want more of a glow? Do you want a little more sun kiss, or more of a bronze?
And this is so great for the body. You can use the drops, mix it in with your moisturizer. For the face, same thing, mix it in with your moisturizer. Less is more. You can always build up. It's kind of hard to take away. It takes a few days for it to go down. Okay, so what's the best way to keep your spray tan to last long? Like, what's your tan life expectancy when you do a tan?
Tans last on average a week or so. Sometimes if someone has more of a naturally tan or deeper complexion, they get more longevity out of the tan just based off of how long they could also hold a natural tan. My favorite is the body drops to prolong my tan, because you can mix it with your lotion and customize your own color. So say when I tan you, you go to Mexico a lot, and then 4 or 5 days in, you feel like
I look like I'm tan before I go. But then like 4 days in, I'm like, okay, like
well, you lose it from going to the beach, from being in hot tubs, just activity in general, especially from sweating. So you can mix this with your lotion. I would say 4 to 6 drops to start with, and then you get a little bit more longevity out of it because it deepens the color.
Okay, big question. Can you work out after a spray tan?
Yes, you can. I have so many clients that do. A lot of people do hot yoga and Pilates. Those type of activities may make your tan fade quicker. Some people tell me their tans are perfectly fine. Others say it fades a little bit quicker. So I just recommend pat drying right afterwards. That way you don't get any streaks.
And no like rubbing, like pat.
Right. You always want to pat when you have a tan because the towel can naturally exfoliate your...
And if you have the opportunity to spray tan with her, she'll be like, don't touch. But then it automatically you want to touch yourself because when she says don't touch yourself.
And then her fingers get brown.
Okay, do you come to West Hollywood? Everyone wants to know.
Yes, so I travel all over LA for tans, and if someone wants to book with me, they can send me an email with their location and the time they would like, and the price varies off of that.
And we'll give you all the information in the comments below so everyone can get you.
Thank
Well,
you.
don't forget about me.
Never.
Okay. All right, I hate the way my tan looks after a couple of days. How do I make it look less blotchy?
So I would say if your tan turns blotchy, it's based off of your pre-care, post-care, or your activities. So if you are shaving a lot or you are exfoliating while you have the tan, that can make it look uneven in certain areas. Also make sure that the more hydrated your skin is, the more evenly your tan is gonna fade. So for a lot of people, their forearms, their underarms, if they have larger breasts, you can have issues around that area too. That's when I exfoliate them or apply product lighter.
Okay. How do we prevent self-tanner spots on aging skin? Is that hard?
It is a little bit difficult
Right.
depending how dark the spot can be, but I just put a little bit of lotion on that spot to create a barrier. That way the product will not develop as much.
Okay. And how long does the tan typically last when you'll be in the ocean and the pool? I can actually answer this question. It lasts about 5 to 6 days. And I mean, I was in a lot, so I was getting a little bit of natural color, but I literally wore like SPF 50.
If you go in one time, it's not like you're gonna get out of the pool and instantly your tan is gone. It will just fade it a little
It'll
quicker.
just fade a little bit, but that's what I think I like the most about what you do for me is because I never really notice when it's gone. Like, it just kind of goes, and then
It
I
fades
wake up one day and I'm
nicely.
like, I'm pale again. I want to ask this question. Do your sheets get messy? Because old school, you would see everything from your spray tan when you would wake
Right.
up.
So with
It's a crime scene.
With TAN-LUXE products, they do not, because we do not have any bronzer in our products. With some other spray tans, if they have a guide color or what some people refer to as a bronzer, they may transfer onto your clothes, onto your sheets. Normally, people tell me it always rinses out and they don't have an issue with it.
So everybody wants to know, I have a lot of people who follow me and I try to keep it as clean as possible with all my ingredients. It's TAN-LUXE. How are the ingredients? Are they clean?
TAN-LUXE is super clean. We're all natural, we're organic, and there's no toxins in any of our products. There's no preservatives either. So the color may switch from being super clear to a little bit darker over time.
And that's how you know.
That's because there's no preservatives.
And that's how you know it's bye-bye. Like she told me, she's like,
Eventually.
when the products turn a certain color, you'll know, and that's when.
Yeah,
But
it doesn't
that's
mean
good,
it's
though.
instantly bad yet. It just means it is starting to expire.
We're gonna wrap this up because Mama actually is getting a spray tan from Miss Alexandra. If you guys have any questions, comment below. We're gonna give you all her information so you can reach her, ask her questions about the product or her services, or just you want to know how to get. I guess you could call it the Molly Glow because I got it. I
love
got it.
that.
Bye guys.